Thank you for joining us. My name is Katrin Van Dorn from Harding Brooks Associates in Vestal, New York, and the AMS 360 Education Committee. We have been busy planning education for the 2015 NetView Conference with agencies like yours in mind. I'm excited to have with me Kate Foy. Kate, please tell the audience what you have planned for your conference session.
So for our conference session, we are going to be talking about this is what you should be seeing on the personal lines side. It's going to be an overview of a couple different things. It's going to be a pretty basic class for newer users coming into the AMS system. We're going to start with considerations when you're doing new business and rewrites. We're going to be talking about using prospects versus customers and suspects. We're also going to be talking about when you're going to be using a policy shell versus when you're going to be entering all of the information into AMS, when you're using download, when you're not using download. We'll talk about your daily download process, what you're checking for when you're looking through all of those shells, and we'll also talk about when it changes if you're rewriting versus if it's a true new business. Then we'll move on to the considerations you're going to take if you're working with a renewal. So a lot of the stuff is the same, but some things are different. Looking at what happens if the policy number changes versus if it doesn't change. Are you working with a carrier merger? Do changes need to be made to the coverages or anything like that? Or are you working with download again? How are you getting your renewals in the AMS system? Are you using the renewal tool? Are you waiting on download to come in? Those different considerations. Then we're going to look at endorsements. Again, a lot of looking at how you're getting that endorsement to the carrier, whether you're taking it out of the AMS system or if you're doing it right on the carrier website. And how you're looking back at your endorsement if you're using a suspense, if you're using an additional task step in WorkSmart, or if you're doing something else in your agency to go back and make sure that that endorsement's coming in correctly. Finally, we'll be looking at the considerations for when you're doing a cancellation. If you're looking for cancellation confirmations, how the final cancellations are getting sent, how they're coming into your system, and then how those requests are getting sent out to the carriers, whether they're coming right out of your system or if they're coming right into the carrier websites, and how you're checking back to make sure that everything comes in correctly. So basically, the whole class is just on that policy life cycle and the personal line side, how things are coming in, how things are going out, and how you're using the system to make sure that everything's correct and your customers are getting served correctly. So that's what our class is about, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in Indianapolis at conference.